This is a story about a boy from Korea. His name was Chung Ju-young. He was very poor. He lived on a farm with his family. Life was tough every day. He put in a lot of effort. But he had big dreams. He did not want to stay poor. He hoped for a better future. He never stopped trying. One day, he created Hyundai. Now, Hyundai is a huge company. It builds cars, ships, and tall buildings. This tale is about his journey. It shows how he became a great leader. Let's read and discover his life. A tough life on the farm. Chung Ju-young was born in 1915. He grew up in a tiny village in Korea. His family had no money. They worked as farmers. At that time, Japan ruled Korea. Life was hard for everyone. People struggled every day. Chung's family planted rice in muddy fields. They cared for cows and chickens. They chopped wood and sold it in nearby towns. Work began at dawn. The sun burned their skin. It ended at dusk. But they were always hungry. They wore torn clothes. Their small house felt cold and dark. The roof leaked when it rained. The floor was dirt. Chung was the oldest of 7 children. He had 6 younger brothers and sisters. He helped his father a lot. He carried heavy rice bags on his back. He fed the animals with dry grass. He walked miles to sell wood. The path was rough. His feet ached. His hands turned rough. He disliked this life. He longed for something new. He heard tales of cities with bright lights and busy streets. He dreamed of leaving. He wanted to earn money. He hoped to feed his family better. He wanted new shoes for his siblings. He wanted his mother to rest. When Chung was 16, he made a bold choice. He wanted to escape the farm. He spoke to a friend. They planned to run away. They picked a city called Kawano. It was far from home. They had no bus or train. They walked for days. Their stomachs growled. Their shoes wore thin. Their legs felt weak. But they kept moving. In Kawano, they found jobs building houses. They lifted bricks under the hot sun. They mixed cement with tired hands. The pay was small. But Chung felt free. He earned his own coins. He sent some home. He wrote to his mother with joy. He bought a small gift for his sister. But his freedom ended soon. After 2 months, his father found him. His father was furious. He yelled, "Come home now." He dragged Chung back to the village. Chung sat alone, tears in his eyes. He hated farming. He missed the city's noise. He tried again. Twice more, he ran to Seoul. Seoul was huge, with tall buildings and crowded markets. He wanted to stay. But each time, his father caught him. His father said, "You're just a farm boy. You have no school. You'll fail in the city." Chung disagreed. He wanted to prove himself. He dreamed of success. He promised to return one day. One year, a drought hit. No rain came. The rice died. The family had no food. They had no money. Life grew worse. Chung was 18 now. He decided to try once more. This time, he would not return. He hugged his mother tightly. He told his brothers, "I'll return with riches." He walked to Seoul with a small bag. The sun warmed his face. He felt hope. He wanted a new start. He was ready to fight. He looked back at the village. He said goodbye in his heart. Questions. 1. Where did Chung live as a child? 2. Why did he want to leave the farm? 3. What did his father say to him? First jobs in Seoul. Chung reached Seoul. The city buzzed with life. He had no money. He needed work fast. He took any job he found. He carried heavy boxes as a laborer. He lifted bags of rice. He stirred big pots in a syrup factory. The work was tough. His arms ached. His legs trembled. His hands grew calloused. But he kept going. He slept on a cold floor. He ate little bread. He walked the streets, searching for chances. He smiled at strangers, asking for help. He carried his small bag everywhere. Then he found a better job. He joined a rice store called Bakan. He started as a delivery boy. He rode a bicycle through busy roads. He delivered rice to homes. He moved quickly. He greeted customers warmly. The owners noticed him. They said, "Chung is special." They gave him a new role. He became the accountant. He counted coins. He wrote numbers neatly. He checked the prices. This change took 6 months. Chung was only 22. He felt proud. He woke early. He checked the rice stacks. He chatted with buyers. He tallied money at dusk. The store owner fell ill. He could not work. He decided to sell the shop. He chose Chung. Chung used his savings to buy it. He named it Kyunggo Rice Store. He was the boss now. He set low prices. People flocked to his store. It grew big. It earned good money. Chung felt joy. He rose before sunrise. He inspected the rice. He spoke kindly to customers. He counted coins at night. He saved every penny. He hired more helpers. He bought extra rice. The store thrived. He sent money home. He wrote letters to his family. He bought a new shirt for himself. But trouble struck. Japan fought in World War II. The government took rice for soldiers. Stores had to close. Chung lost his shop. He returned to his village, heartbroken. He sat under a tree, staring at the fields. He recalled the hard labor. He refused to farm again. But he stayed hopeful. He planned a new start. He waited for peace. He helped his father. He fed the cows. But his mind was on Seoul. He saved a few coins. He waited for a chance. He fixed the fence. He talked to his brothers about his plans. In 1940, Chung went back to Seoul. He explored the city. He saw cars breaking down. Few shops fixed them. Japan didn't control repairs. Chung had an idea. He borrowed money from a bank. He opened a do service garage. He didn't know cars. He hired a skilled mechanic. Chung greeted customers. He kept prices low. People loved his shop. They came daily. The business grew. He hired 20 workers, then 30. The place buzzed with activity. Chung felt good. He worked hard. He smiled at buyers. He saved money. He bought new tools. He learned to fix small parts. Then a fire hit. It roared at night. It burned the shop. Tools melted. Cars turned to ash. Chung owed the bank. He stood before the ruins, shocked. His heart sank. But he took a deep breath. He said, "I'll start again." He didn't cry. He made a plan. He talked to the bank. He took small jobs. He saved every coin. He helped a friend rebuild a shed. He stayed strong. Questions. 1. What jobs did Chung do in Seoul? 2. Why did he lose his rice store? 3. How did he feel after the fire? Starting over after many problems. Chung didn't quit. He borrowed more money. He opened a new do service garage. It sat in a busy spot. People noticed it. They brought their cars. The shop was affordable. Customers smiled. In 2 years, it succeeded. Chung had 70 workers. He put in effort daily. He checked the cars. He spoke to his team. He dreamed of growth. He saved coins. He bought new tools. He trained his workers. He rose early. He stayed late. He greeted buyers warmly. He fixed a broken window himself. But war interrupted. In 1942, Japan seized his shop for World War II. They used it for steel. Chung lost everything again. Seoul grew dangerous. Bombs fell. People fled. Chung returned to his village. It was safe there. He stayed with his family. He helped on the farm. But he hated it. He waited for peace. He sat under a tree, thinking. He talked to his brothers. He said, "I'll try again." He helped his mother cook. He fed the animals. But he dreamed of Seoul. He carved a small boat from wood. He planned his return. He had saved 50,000 won. It was a lot then. He hid it safely. He planned his future. He waited for the right moment. He chatted with his brothers. He shared his dreams. He said, "I'll build something huge." They believed him. They helped him save. They worked on the farm. They sold wood. They gave him coins. Chung felt grateful. He loved his family. He taught his brothers to count money. He drew maps of Seoul. In 1945, the war ended. Japan lost. Korea was free. Chung felt joy. He returned to Seoul. The city lay in ruins. Buildings crumbled. People needed help. Chung saw an opportunity. He opened Hyundai Auto Service Center. Hyundai meant modern. He loved new ideas. He fixed old cars. He repaired U.S. Army trucks. People relied on him. The shop grew fast. He started with 30 workers. Soon, he had 80. His family joined him. His brothers worked there. His sisters handled money. They teamed up. Chung felt alive. He worked hard. He made plans. He wanted to grow more. He wanted to help Korea. He painted the shop red. Questions. 1. What did Chung do after losing his shop again? 2. Why did he open Hyundai Auto Service Center? 3. Who helped him in his new shop? A new dream, building things. Chung enjoyed his shop. But he wanted more. He noticed construction companies earning big money. One day, he saw a contract for 10 million won. It amazed him. He thought, I can do this. He wanted to build homes. He wanted to make roads. He wanted to create bridges. He talked to his family. He said, I'll start a new company. His family supported him. They gave him coins. They believed in him. They cooked extra meals for him. In 1947, he launched Hyundai Construction Company. It was tiny at first. They built small homes. They repaired old buildings. They worked for the U.S. Army. The tasks were tough. The pay was low. The company nearly failed. Chung worked day and night. He chatted with workers. He found new projects. He stayed strong. He said, we'll improve. By 1950, things got better. They won more jobs. They built more homes. They fixed more structures. Hyundai Construction grew. Chung felt proud. He saw his dream alive. He hired more helpers. He bought new tools. He made fresh plans. He built a small office. Then the Korean War began. In 1950, North Korea attacked South Korea. Seoul turned unsafe. Chung fled to Busan. He had no money. He and his brother worked hard. They delivered newspapers. They walked long miles. They carried heavy bags. It was a hard time. Chung missed his business. He thought of his workers. He wanted to help them. He prayed for peace. He aided his brother. He wrote letters to his team. He told them to wait. He drew pictures of bridges. One day, Chung saw a sign. The U.S. Army needed builders. They fought in Korea. They needed homes for soldiers. Chung said, I can help. He went to them. They hired him. He built homes for soldiers. He made barracks. He created small roads. He put in effort. His team assisted. Hyundai earned money. They gained new skills. This boosted them. Chung felt happy. He could build again. He could grow his company. He sent money home. He smiled at his workers. He bought new clothes. He ate better food. He shared meals with his brother. Questions. 1. What new company did Chung start? 2. Why did he go to Busan? 3. What did he build for the U.S. Army? The Big Bridge Project. During the war, Chung got a huge job. It was the Goryeo Bridge. The bridge was broken. The war wrecked it. It was vital for travel. Chung wanted to fix it. He said, this will show Hyundai's power. But it was challenging. Hyundai was new. They had old tools. The war raised prices. Chung borrowed money. His family sold their homes. They paid the workers. They worked as a team. Chung visited the bank. He signed papers. He promised to repay. He stayed up late to plan. The job had issues. Machines broke down. Workers got hurt. People said, Hyundai can't do it. Chung lost money. He worked day and night. He walked the bridge. He checked every beam. He spoke to his team. He said, we can succeed. He didn't quit. He finished the bridge. It stood firm. People used it again. Chung felt proud. He learned much. He mastered big projects. He saved money wisely. He led with courage. This job strengthened Hyundai. It proved Chung's strength. People cheered. They called him brave. He held a small celebration. After the bridge, good things came. Hyundai earned trust from banks. They offered loans. Chung bought machines from the U.S. Army. He got trucks. He got diggers. These were rare in Korea. Hyundai worked faster. They worked cheaper. They won many jobs. Korea needed help post-war. They needed roads. They needed bridges. They needed homes. Hyundai built them. They made dams. They created factories. The company grew huge in Korea. Chung felt joy. His dream expanded. He hired more helpers. He bought more machines. He made new plans. He wrote to his mother. He shared his success. He planted a tree near the bridge. Questions. 1. What was the big job Chung took? 2. Why was the bridge important? 3. What did Chung learn from this project? Growing around the world. Chung wanted more. He didn't stay in Korea. He looked at other lands. He aimed to build globally. Hyundai won big projects. They constructed harbors in Saudi Arabia. They built shipyards in Bahrain. These were massive tasks. People knew Hyundai's name. Chung traveled far. He met new faces. He made deals. He wanted fame. He worked late. He talked to his team. He wrote letters. He signed contracts. He carried a notebook everywhere. In 20 years, Hyundai transformed. It wasn't just one business. It became many. They built ships. They opened shops. They made electronics. They handled banks. Hyundai grew huge. Chung put in effort daily. He rose early. He visited his office. He checked projects. He chatted with workers. He never rested. He wanted to aid Korea. He wanted to make people proud. He built skyscrapers. He made highways. He created schools. He planted trees along roads. Korea's government helped. They called big firms chaebols. They gave Hyundai funds. They wanted Korea to thrive. Chung partnered with them. He turned Hyundai into a giant. He built ships. He made tall buildings. He boosted Korea's growth. People respected him. They called him a hero. He felt proud. He provided jobs. He built schools. He made hospitals. He changed Korea. He aided the poor. He gave them work. He improved the nation. He started a fund for young builders. Questions. 1. Where did Hyundai build harbors? 2. What did Chung build to help Korea? 3. Why did people call him a hero? Making cars for everyone. Chung loved cars. He wanted to create them. In 1967, he started Hyundai Motor Company. Korea had rules. Foreign firms needed Korean partners. Chung teamed with Ford. They built a factory. They made the Hyundai Cortina. It was a Ford car. But Korean roads were rough. The Cortina broke easily. People disliked it. It failed. Chung felt upset. He worked hard to fix it. He talked to his team. He made new plans. He drew car designs. Ford said, "Sell only in Korea." Chung refused. He wanted his own cars. He left Ford. He designed the Hyundai Pony. It was sturdy. It was cheap. Koreans bought it. It was their first car. Hyundai sold it in Canada. It worked well there. Chung felt joy. He aimed to sell more. He made new plans. He hired more helpers. He built a larger factory. He tested the cars. He improved them. He visited villages to show the pony. Then Chung tried America. He made the Hyundai Excel. It was affordable. People bought it fast. But it had flaws. Cars broke down. People joked. They said, "Hyundai is bad." Chung felt down. He worked harder. He fixed the cars. He designed new ones. The Sonata arrived. The Elantra followed. They were better. In 1998, he bought Kia Motors. Hyundai and Kia grew together. They made new models. They built better engines. They tested every vehicle. They hired more staff. They opened new factories. Hyundai offered a 10-year warranty in America. This was new. People trusted them. Sales rose. Today, Hyundai ranks among the top 3 car companies. Its cars are reliable. They're not costly. Chung's dream came true. He made cars for the world. He felt proud. He saw his cars on roads. He smiled daily. He visited the factory. He chatted with workers. He drove the cars. He was happy. He gave awards to his team. Questions. 1. What was the first car Hyundai made? 2. Why did the Excel fail? 3. What did Hyundai do to gain trust? Lessons from Chung Ju-young. Chung Ju-young's tale teaches us many things. He was poor. He had no school. But he put in effort. He faced big problems. He lost his business often. But he kept going. He believed in himself. He had big hopes. He wanted to create something amazing. And he did. He started with nothing. But he built Hyundai. He became wealthy. He helped Korea. He gave jobs to thousands. Chung showed that hard work matters. He tried his best daily. He didn't rest. If you want to learn English, work hard like Chung. Practice every day. Read simple books. Talk to friends. Don't stop. Write short sentences. Listen to songs. He also showed that failure is fine. He failed many times. But he learned from errors. He improved. If you make a mistake in English, don't worry. Learn from it. Try again. Practice new words. Ask for help. Chung proved family is key. His family aided him. They worked together. They supported him. Ask your family or friends to help you with English. Read with them. Practice together. Chung also showed that dreams can happen. He began with nothing. But he built Hyundai. He succeeded. If you have a dream, put in effort. Don't quit. Learn from mistakes. Trust yourself. You can do great things. Chung Ju-young did it. You can too. Keep trying. Keep learning. Keep dreaming. You can change your life. You can help your family. You can make the world better. Start small. Grow big. Believe in you. Help others. Share your success. Questions. 1. What did Chung teach about hard work? 2. How can you learn from failure? 3. What can you do with your dreams? Chung Ju-young was a poor boy. He had nothing. He lived on a farm. But he dreamed big. He put in effort. He faced many problems. He never quit. He made Hyundai. Now Hyundai is famous. You see its cars on roads. His tale is inspiring. It shows you can start with nothing. It proves effort pays off. We hope you enjoyed this story. Keep learning English. Keep trying. See you next time.